Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Hey everyone, this is Kenny coming at you again today with another quick video. Made a couple small changes for convenience to the machine, and we can talk about them. So here we are, Razor 125 2013, last model it's been made. Made a couple little changes to the quad, some convenience changes. So this is what the challenge is. My son recently went from a Outlaw 90, and here's my daughter's Outlaw 110 there. So if those of you wondering, he is 9, she is 7. She had the 110 because it's EFI and it's so much easier to start, to where he was understanding or better understands choking, giving a little throttle, letting it warm up and all that. So it was easier for her to have the 110 EFI. So after we shortly got it, with his size and everything compared to her, being that my son is like 100 pounds and my daughter is like 60s, he just didn't have the power that he was wanting, and his sister was outrunning him everywhere. So she had more displacement, 20 cc's more, and you know, according 90 to 110. I'm not sure exact displacement, but we decided to go with the 125, teach him how to do clutch and all that. So, like I said, right now, video is not glamour, no glamour. The challenge we have with this machine is that basically it. He's learning the clutch, but he hasn't mastered the clutch, right? So you're sitting on the machine from here, and you're 9 years old, and what you're doing is squeezing the clutch and all that stuff. So he's squeezing the clutch, he's shifting gears. So when it's time for him to stop, he'll stop. You just let go of the clutch. Machine to stall, machine's off. The problem with doing that is plenty of problems, but with his Outlaw, forward, neutral, or reverse, he could pull up somewhere, turn it off, pull up somewhere in forward, and stop. The machine's still running, the key was here, he would turn the key off, cut the machine off, and everything would be good to go. Well, with him stalling it out, and it not being in neutral, there is no light indicator on, there is nothing on, but the key's still on, so there's still power circulating through. Next day we want to come out and go riding, boom, the battery's dead. And like I said, here on my property we have a little bit of land, nothing too crazy, 2.5 acres in front of us, we can play around on some woods and stuff behind us. My in-laws live kind of across the road, and they have some acreage that we can play on. So we just do some basic at the house riding. We leave our keys in our machines. Yes, it's not the best idea, but if a person's going to steal a machine, they're going to steal the machine whether you have the key with it or not. So there's no huge issue. Somebody comes on top of my property and they say, oh my gosh, look, there's a Razor, there's a Raptor 125, there is an Outlaw 110, there's a Sportsman 850. Oh no, there are no keys. So that's not the concern. If they're here and they want to steal it, they're going to steal it. Not the wisest idea. Trust me, people. Back to the video. What happens is we will come out and the battery's dead. So standard is we'll come around to the back, we'll pop the thing open. There's the custom-made outerwear cover. As you see, it did keep the dirt out of there, which is great, is what I wanted. But you'd have to take these two 8mm bolts out and put the charging ports on there. So what I've done was negative here, positive to the other side. I've run some 8-gauge wire to two terminals back here that I'm going to use for on-the-fly charging, so that I do not have to take my seat cover off. Now, yes, these are brass speaker wire terminals, so they do send great current. They're spring loaded, so in all theory, I mean, I can take this off and just leave the two little terminals out, but it's not hurting anything being there. Now understand, I know a lot of you are kind of like, ooh, red flag. This is the thing. Those are actually only used to deliver current from the charger to the battery. Now, if you look at my charger that I have, so here's the charger I have. It's a Shoemaker speed charger. I love this charger. It works absolutely great. Looks like it has an output of a couple different outputs depending on the settings that you choose. It goes up to 10 amps is what it gives out at 6 or 12 volts. So there is the winter mode, that's like a trickle charger. Here is the slow mode, and then here is the fast mode. It tells you if it's connected, if it's charging, or if it's been complete. And it also gives you standard battery, AGM, or gel. The terminal wires to use to clip on are going to have minimal current going through them. And like I said, this wire is actually smaller than the 8-gauge wire that I'm running to the battery to charge it with. So if anything, it's actually it can hold more power from the machine to the battery than this is going to give out. Like I said, I've done this as well on my Can-Am Maverick. Just the location of the battery and me having like, what was it? I'd have coolers and things sitting on the back. You would have to take the coolers off, take this little panel off to be able to get to the battery. So I did add some terminals and extend them for charging purposes only, not for jumping. If you jump somebody through this small wire, I would imagine that it's a bad idea. And like I said, these little batteries only have like 130 co-cranking amps, so they're not enough to actually give anyone a jump really anyways. But like I said, so for charging purposes, if for some reason the battery is left on, and I come out and it's dead, I can just smack my 2 clips on here. They're color coded, so it'll be easy even for my, like, you know, not that I'm saying easy for the wife, but it'll be easy for my wife and son to do it as well. Plug these in, turn the battery on, hit the turtle, or hit the bunny rabbit, and then we got some charging going. So like I said, this is just on here basically for that reason. It's super convenient. Don't have to go through taking the seat off, getting the 8mm out to disconnect it. Everything's right there. Besides that, machine's great. Wife, kids love it. Son is learning a lot on it. Getting a little bit more comfortable pulling out and going. So yeah. Got the Alba Racing front bumper on the front. Got the Alba Racing Nerf bars and the blue Nerf nets. Got the frame painted blue. The motor is filthy right now, but it has been painted a flat black. The flat black, the seat cover's been changed. Been put a whole bunch of blue little accessories, blue handle, grips, master cylinder, breather valve. I actually did also get the blue park brake block off today. But anyways, like I said, this isn't the glamour shot of the machine. Not super clean, not super great right now, but that's just one of the changes I made for convenience. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
This is the end.